You are not pointing that gun at me.
Join the group!
This is not happening.
Join the group!
Billy, come on.
Thank you!
Hello, welcome to the Loose Butthole Reviews. I am your host, Smokey, and joining with me as always is my co-host, Booge.
Hello.
And before we get into the movie proper, we have to give our 3 rules. First rule is our rating must be a 5 out of 5. 1 being we hate it, 5 being we love it. Number 2, if we want our money back, we give it a Jeff Goldblum. And number 3, if we agree that the movie deserves it, we will give it a 6 out of 5, a God tier. And today we are reviewing Leaves of Grass with Edward Norton and Edward Norton.
First rule is, which is also a reference to, it's a Gwar song. I want everybody to go out there and listen to that Gwar song, but it's also a reference to fucking Fight Club. So, yeah.
But,
Edward Norton. Synchronicities.
Yeah. But what's the first rule?
First rule is, don't talk.
Alright, and we can go ahead and give our ratings for this movie. It gets a God tier, does it not? Doesn't it deserve it?
Definitely. I was sitting here and thinking about, like, I mean, if we're going to get fully into it, because, yeah, God tier, that's the rating for both of us. Like, this, I feel like this movie should have been, like, with, like, the type of plot of, like, the type of, like, out of all the movies of having an actor play 2 different people, you know, like, in the same place, it feels so natural. It feels like they're there. I don't know how.
Oh, yeah. It's came out in 2009, 2010.
Okay.
So it's
definitely...
It's new-ish.
It's still impressive.
It's definitely it's really like, impressive.
It's not ahead of its time, but it's very on point of its time, you know, of like in the effects of that.
Oh yeah, I would definitely say that it's kind of uncanny with how they pulled it off so well, in a way.
And the second thing is that, as I said, like, and I'm not in this generalization of these types of, like, and I'm not even going to say these types of movies because this like takes it to a different place. But whenever you think of, like, I could even think of a movie that did kind of take it to a different place, but still kind of went back to like that weird uncanny of just like, oh yeah, it's taking me out of the movie. That's obviously you, like a Vampire in Brooklyn, of like Eddie Murphy doing it, you know, like, because on face value, it's Edward Norton like playing like kind of like a, you know, a more realistic but a goofy character, like, you know, Southern character of like a brother. Like, it almost feels like, oh, Edward Norton, he gets tricked by his brother into shenanigans in fucking Oklahoma, but then it like takes it to a different level.
Oh yeah,
and it's done so well. It's like this movie kind of like should have been stupid, and it would have been stupid even with the plot and with any other actor, but like Edward Norton pulls it off so well, like it feels like a different person.
Oh, for sure. Man, I do. This was one. This is one of my favorites. And not counting any of the ones
of like when someone has like them together, when it's like specifically a time thing. That's a whole different thing.
yeah, for sure. But this movie, man, it's hard for me to get into because you definitely need to watch it. You definitely. If you get this far in the review, pause this review and go watch it. It's apparently on Freevee. It's definitely worth. It's worth going through the ads. It's definitely worth. I will say this. I can say this. The fucking wrong Edward Norton was shot, man.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking wrong Edward Norton was shot. I'm still upset. Still fucking upset about it. It's like, man.
No, it's funny that he still kind of got shot though. So.
Yeah, the other Edward Norton does get shot.
Exactly by the line, which I could definitely this almost feels like a Coen Brothers movie, which makes sense to me of who's directing it. It works a lot with Coen Brothers, you know.
Yeah, but he wrote this as well. He wrote and directed this. I cannot remember his name right now, but he plays in this as well, and he plays his role really really well. He's always
Mhm.
playing those roles well, though. He like a weird henchman type role. He's always in that kind of position.
I like your semi-spoiler of just saying the wrong Edward Norton got shot was actually threw me off because I thought like more in like the oh no like he got dragged down here and then he was gonna get shot. So I was actually expecting him to get shot. I was actually expecting that guy to like actually accidentally twitch and actually shoot him in the head in that one scene. The
Yes,
dentist.
I'm glad that because that's a good way to not spoil it. Is the wrong Edward Norton does get shot in it. The one
And
that,
also, like this movie definitely has a flavor of itself too. Like he definitely has a directing style. It was there only really the dentist plot line that made me feel like, oh shit, this feels like a Coen Brothers movie.
to be honest, it's what I love of it. Like the dentist plot line is like so out of left field. It's like oh shit, and
Yeah,
it's so
and I mean that
abrupt and so
with the
explosive.
utmost respect of praise of saying that it feels like a Coen Brothers movie.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just saying that this oh man, again,
I wouldn't be
the
surprised
dentist.
if most Coen Brothers movies that we
I
cover
love.
will
I
be
just
God
love
tiers
how
also.
explosive the dentist plotline gets. You don't expect it to come, and it's like,
Mhm.
oh snap! There's a slight build up to it when they're finally revealing it, but it's sure like a rapid build up because it's like, oh shit, he's researching. Okay, he's sneaking out. Oh fuck, he's getting a gun. Oh, but he's just getting the gun. Oh nope. He got the hollow points. Oh
Nope, that
shit.
guy was too good of a salesman.
That son of a bitch salesman. It's always sometimes you got to be a shitty salesman. You get the
know,
wrong Edward
What's
Norton
funny
shot.
is that even with if he didn't get the bullets for that gun, it would have saved him, but he would have probably still ended up in that situation because he grabbed the other gun.
Nah, oh yeah, he did it with their gun too.
And
So
then Bill would have just ended up like pointing it,
yeah,
and he actually
then
probably would have also got shot.
probably, but then the cops was like pulling right up, so there would have been justice anyway. Because we're dealing with Oklahoma, they're taking the opportunity. But
Everyone would have been laid out.
oh shit, yeah, it would. It definitely everybody would have ended up with a gun in their hand. Even the pregnant chick.
Mhm.
Oh man, fucking it's you can learn from this too. This is very educational actually if you're paying attention a little bit. You can learn a little bit. It's actually very very educational in the subject that it,
Yeah,
that
in a
it's covering.
philosophical sense, yeah.
Not just a philosophical sense, but the shit that the dude was talking about, that's 100% genuine fact. Like,
Oh yeah,
that
yeah,
you can
yeah.
you can run a hydroponic system exactly like that. I mean,
Mhm.
that's the only thing that I'm like, how did this even get like this? Whoever reviews movies definitely is like a dumbass that doesn't understand how you grow weed. Because that definitely should not have made it in there. Like how detailed they are with it. It's like, holy shit. If you're paying attention just enough and you can like see what kind of equipment they're using, you're good, man. You know exactly what to do.
Mhm.
Oh man,
Oh, yeah.
fucking let's talk about Pug. Did you like the quote unquote bad guy of the
He was fucking great. I like the rolling eyes at his monologue, but it was I just love the uniqueness of it. Of this character. I like Pug.
Definitely a very unique kind of criminal. It's one that I would be scared of because he definitely has like an air of mystery to him. But I definitely would. It's hard to take serious. just
He's up there. He's up there
monologues.
with Big Worm.
Yeah, but Big Worm did like monologues.
It's true, but he got to the point.
Kind of. But he's still fucking. He's still the pug monologues. That's the thing. He's a
Well, he's got a history. He gives you the whole history of everything.
It's like, man, can
I
we
wouldn't
just
have
go?
been intimidated, but I would have been like, all right. You know, you make a good point.
You son of a bitch. I see what you're doing. Oh, man. So,
Like, fine, I'll expand.
so, how do you feel?
But I'm only doing Molly.
Nice. We just gotta go just a tiny bit longer.
And the heroin, if I have to do the heroin, it better be pure, no fentanyl.
And how do you feel about the soundtrack? How did the soundtrack do you?
Soundtrack was good, yeah. I liked it. It fit very well.
I think they nailed it. I think they really nailed it. I love listening to the credits. I gotta say, listen to the credits. Make sure you do listen to the credits. Pretty good credits. The last song, of course, is kind of generic. It's definitely, that was for the theaters. That's definitely to let you know it's the walkout time. But
and I don't know the actress's name. I like the Brady's wife.
Yes, definitely.
She's a lot better in this. I don't really know her
better
from
in
much.
this.
Yeah,
In
the
The
only
Last
thing I
of
can kind
Us,
of remember right now was
yeah.
Last of Us.
She's been in,
And she wasn't
a
like
lot.
bad. It was just, it seemed like that character. She just
Yeah.
wasn't the right pick. Also,
Yeah, she definitely shouldn't have been that character in The Last of Us.
or they
but in
should have
this
made her
one,
way crazier,
Maybe
which she probably could have pulled off. You
maybe
know?
she could have probably
She-
pulled it off, but in this, she nailed the role like perfectly. Like it's very believable to the point where it's hard to believe that it's the same character, same actor.
Mhm. True.
Because the last.
Then
of
I
Us,
did like the love interest was good.
Oh yeah, the love interest is also good. She's been in a few. She's from a few things as well that I can't remember right now. And Susan Sarandon. Oh, we can't.
Oh
Forget,
yes.
she plays. Of course, Susan Sarandon knocks it out of the park as always. No, you can't go wrong with Susan Sarandon. I don't know a single role that she's been in that I'm like, oh god.
I always know her by name, but she's not one that I can pick out easily. Because I'm not as like familiar with her work.
I've pretty much seen.
So I'm sure I've seen a lot of it.
I've seen a good chunk of her work. I can boast about that. But she plays it definitely like. To be honest, I just feel that's how she is in real life, like a very motherly figure that's constantly correcting your grammar.
Yeah. Yeah, she was great. I mean, like it was very believable of like the tension, and like
yeah.
and I just think she played kind of like, someone who is, and one of his problems is that she was kind of like too free, but also just still kind of like seems like it never. That I don't know, because she seemed very also judgmental,
Yeah, for
comparing
sure.
Brady to Bill and stuff. So it's almost like projecting kind of like her insecurities.
Yeah, that's kind of common with them kind of motherly figures, is they project onto their children.
Oh yeah, one interesting little part that was kind of cracked me up because I don't know if they thought that deep, if it was intentional or not, but like when Bill's kind of having the when he's having the date from doing some noodling.
Oh yeah.
Edward Norton kind of slips into a little bit of a southern accent back into that,
Yeah,
which
for a tiny little bit, yeah.
And one thing is like it's forgivable even if it is a slip up of because it's trying to play another character and another character at the same time. It's the only slip up I noticed, but it felt natural that in that moment it was kind of like bringing him back home. So
just like he's coming
feeling
back
like someone who
into
lost the accent, and a lot of people go back even if they
Oh, yeah,
completely
it's-
lost that accent. As soon as they go back home, it starts creeping back.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just let them get comfortable around people that have this similar kind of speaking mannerisms, and then the accent always comes back. It's I can very relate to having to hide a southern accent.
What's funny is I was starting to get a little bit of a twang just from working with customers from doing work.
Yeah, it's very like it's weird. It's kind of contagious a little bit, the accent, if you don't watch yourself.
Yeah, and I know my family's kind of like more susceptible to it because it's really funny that like my mom has an issue of accidentally like mimicking people's accents when she's talking to someone, but it always like can come off of like, are you like mocking me? But it's like, no, sorry, like it just from also like being abroad too, of having to adapt to like living in Italy, learning the language and adapting to an accent, and then Germany, it's funny like there to be someone with a very like obviously like if it's like a Chinese restaurant or something, like the waitress will have like a thick accent, and then my mom always has to like force herself not to be like, oh yeah. I think it's like a weird like part of like the human brain that's like wants us to adapt to like the surroundings around us, so it's like good way to like go into a tribe is to mimic tribe.
Yeah, that's great though. That's great. But oh man, the dentist. The
Oh yeah,
last thing-
I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. Probably because it's not like a common one, because they always say his last name. Brady's friend. The dude who directed the movie.
Yeah,
he's
the
fucking
director.
great too.
Oh
Holy
yeah,
shit.
I mentioned him. I mentioned him earlier,
Oh, you
but
did?
yeah, fucking
All right, I want to
yeah,
talk about
he's
him
yeah. Let's talk about him now. He fucking nailed it. I mean, to be honest, he nailed the directing, the writing of this.
Mhm.
I mean, he proves that you can actually be a competent director and writer and an actor, all
Mhm.
in
Oh,
one
yeah.
combination.
I'm curious to see like what else he's like done
He's-
solo like that.
He's done quite a few projects, I know. He's
Mhm. I wouldn't be
so
surprised if he was part of the writing in Buster Scruggs too. I'd have to
I
look that up because I know that
yeah,
wasn't just.
I
Coen
wouldn't
Brothers.
know all of his works, but I know that he's done quite a few. He's done quite a bit.
Yeah, we might have to look into those.
Oh yeah, for sure. That
'Cause I'm
I
interested.
definitely should.
I'm interested to
'cause-
see his work.
Oh yeah, if he can nail this movie, I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure most of his work is probably like super great. I
Yeah,
know
maybe
that he
maybe once we get our like Scorsese boner out of the way too, we can.
Yeah, well, I think that's out. I think that's out of our system now. I think that's out of our system. I think we're gonna get into a little bit of David Lynch here, but
Ooh, yeah,
the dentist.
it's gonna get weird.
The dentist.
Dentist.
I know
Yeah,
we
the
talked
dentist is
about
great.
him.
He's
Fucking
the whole reason
Yep.
that's popped into your mind.
Yep.
He's a Joker.
yeah. The whole fucking reason is because just how great he is because it's such a because he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be like,
Mhm.
oh shit, look at this fucking orthodontist just being fucking annoying, and then he pops up in the mosque, and it's like, oh shit, okay, what is gonna go on? What's that about? I know that it's a small town, but is that gonna lead to something? And
You mean the
then-
temple, not a mosque?
yeah, I can't remember. I know that they called it something different in this as well. They didn't call it temple.
yeah, but I can't remember.
But
what
I
they
didn't
also
mean
called
I
it.
didn't mean the building. I mean what they call their service. I was trying to
Oh, Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sabbath. Yeah, my bad. It's hard for me to fucking remember all the names.
Oh,
Okay.
it's all good. I'm just putting it out there before people correct.
But yeah,
Mosque is Islam.
he's in
Yeah.
the Sabbath as well. He's attending Sabbath. It's like, oh
Mhm.
shit, what's going on here? And then for some reason they cut to them, and it's like, oh great, fucking is it like a B-roll or B-plot that's supposed to be going on in the background? I don't want to talk about this fucking dentist. And then it's like, holy shit. He was definitely gonna be a family annihilator.
Honestly, it would have been smarter to shave after the crime.
A little bit, yeah. I think the whole point was he was supposed to look clean shaven, like the whole time. Like,
But yeah, but
The-
if
the
you're
per-
going up, there, then it would seem like it was a different person because it'd be like, oh, he's clean shaven and down here, it doesn't even fit the description anymore.
well, you know, he's
Hindsight's always
smart.
20/20.
He's smart, but he's not that smart. Okay. You know, he still has to look up. He still has to have a dictionary to fucking read his brother's articles, which his brother is a douchebag using fucking terms that nobody's gonna fucking know because you're not supposed to. Well, he's using terms. It's like, wait, what's that? Like, why would you even use that term in an article? Come on, man.
It's okay, he found a smarter girlfriend. she'll teach him.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we done it. This is a great movie. You should go and watch it if you can. We watched it on Prime. It's definitely worth fighting through the ads. And Freevee, if it was Freevee that planned the ads, they're clever. They were really clever with the ads, to be honest. Every time that I felt that an ad was coming up, it was like, yep, they're gonna definitely do an ad here.
Yeah, it's kind of out of nowhere, more of just like, wait a minute, I swear to God there was just an ad like 2 minutes ago with fucking Tubi. I still just need to rewatch Nosferatu the Vampire because I watched that on Tubi because I just wanted to do a quick watch
That
along.
might be.
I wasn't
on
actually
HBO
expecting
Max.
much.
That might be on HBO Max now, to be honest. They
It
got
was
a lot
the
of classics.
problem is, yeah. I think the problem was that I think it was on HBO Max at the time, but it didn't have the cut that I wanted. So I don't think I ended up. I think I still ended up because I think there's 3 fucking cuts of the film.
Yeah, there probably is. So there's probably more than 3 cuts, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But
You know, I want the epitomal fucking German one, but I still didn't end up seeing that one. But what I saw still was fucking great.
But
like
yeah,
the
we're
dub.
filling time. We shouldn't be doing this. If you've been listening this
Oh.
long, thank you so much. Please like, comment, and share the video around. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Definitely go watch this movie again. I know I keep saying that. Do you have a sign-off, Spooge?
Hey, do you smoke weed? Put it in the comments below.
Hey, ya boy. This will be a bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.